Hi, my name is Ian Gack with Explosive Swing, and today I want to talk to you about swinging hard. I hear constantly out of coaches and parents' mouths, swing hard, telling their players to swing as hard as they possibly can, just in case you hit the ball. While that sort of sounds good in theory, because you want your player to have more bat speed and more power, it really does more harm than good for the majority of the players out there. There might be a small percentage out there where it actually helps them out, but for the most part, it's going to do more damage than good. Okay? So the main reason why is because most players are being told to swing hard as hard as you can, with no explanation on how to do it, okay, or where to be swinging as hard as they can. So most kids, when they're being told to swing hard, first thing that happens, we start tensing up. The grips become really tight on the bat. You get the white knuckles. You get the forearms tensed up, the upper arm, the shoulders, the traps, the neck, the jaw even. Sometimes we start clenching down on our jaw. We get everything really tight in anticipation of us just going to unload on the ball, okay? The other thing that starts happening is we start over-recruiting the big muscles, the shoulder, the hip, the knee. Everything starts turning in, okay? So as much as we turn in this way, we're going to have to unturn this way, okay? Taking our energy out towards the third base or first base dugout if you're left-handed. The other thing that happens when we do that, the hands and the bat start casting away from the body. Long, slow swings around the zone, okay? Not through the zone where we want it to be. The other thing with these tense, tight muscles, they start firing slower, okay? Tight muscles fire about 30% slower than relaxed muscles will. Also, they require more effort to move, so those movements become harder, faster, kind of herky-jerky, so you get loads and strides like something like that, okay? So while it might feel good if you unload on 1 or 2 baseballs or softballs, it's typically not going to be very repeatable come game time, okay? So usually you get swings something like this out of players when you just tell them to swing hard. You don't give them any kind of instruction on how to do it. All right, the big out of control movements usually falling off balance at the end. So where do I stand on the issue of how do I think you should swing? It's definitely not swing slow, okay? I definitely think that you should swing as hard as you possibly can, or as fast as you possibly can. The difference is I want you to do it under control. And what does that mean? I want you to take your stride and your load and be in your setup in the box. I want everything to be as relaxed as possible, have good, slow, repeatable movements, okay? Think smooth, right? Slow, smooth movements to get you to be repeatable, right? To get to the same spot every time, on time, to have a good hitting position, load position, launch position, power position, whatever you call it. All right, if you think of the best hitters in the game, Miguel Cabrera, Buster Posey, Robinson Cano, Mike Trout, they all have really good slow tempo. When they approach the hitting zone, get into their hitting position, everything's slow, controlled, and very repeatable, okay? Even the big power hitters, Giancarlo Stanton, Nelson Cruz, okay? Even Jose Bautista, those guys are going to be slow and controlled movements, okay? Getting to a good hitting position, all right? So you think of them, put them in your mind, that's slow, that's smooth, okay, as they get to the hitting position. So something a little more like this. When we get to that hitting position, right, we're smooth, slow, right, good, repeatable mechanics as we get there. And then, yes, hard and as fast as we possibly can, violent through the hitting zone. I want that barrel moving as fast as it possibly can through the hitting zone. And then finishing at follow through with good balance, okay? So look a little more like this. Think slow, smooth, right, explosive through the hitting zone. Good balance at the end, okay? So work with your players and your kids on this on a daily basis, thinking smooth, slow, controlled movements as we get to the hitting zone, as we get to our hitting position, power position, whatever you call it, having good balance at the end. All right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out exploseswing.com.